Okay, welcome to Save Park Golf Podcast, or I guess I can say welcome back to everybody on here. They're all former guests, repeat guests, people from the Grub City chat, joined today with Duff Daddy Brendan.
Woo! What's up, everybody? How we doing?
We got my dude, Mr. Misfit, aka Daniel.
Yes, sir. Back in it.
Aka Camera Dad.
Hell yeah.
And then we got Beard from Suckerpin. No wheels, though.
I know. Cheers, everybody. Wheels.
There's never wheels.
What?
And then last, but definitely not least, we got our dude Lalo from Nueve.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
So before Lalo got on, we were like chit-chatting, and I was like, you know who Lalo reminds me of? And I can't think of the name, but I'm like, he's like that Mexican Looney Tunes character.
Which one? There's no,
the speedy one.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, of the rat?
Is he a rat?
Well, a mouse, I guess.
I don't want you to be a rat.
I guess if you say mouse, it's cuter. No, I thought you were talking about, you know how in those Looney Tune episodes, in the episodes of Speedy Gonzalez, when there's clips of the bar, there's like the drunk guys that are always there. I thought you were talking about one of those guys.
Mm.
You're talking about actual Speedy himself.
Yeah. Actual Speedy.
Ándale arriba. I fuck with that.
So this week I had set aside, Derek's not here. I did send him the invite. So if he doesn't want to pop on, he does have the invite. We originally were like, hey, let's just take this week off. And I was like, I really don't want to. So I want to do a little Friendsgiving with everybody. So I don't want people listening to be like, oh, Dom doesn't like him. Dom doesn't like them. Anybody was invited. And I appreciate all the guests we've had on. Well, most of the guests we've had on. But
you know who you are, Mr. Not Appreciated. You know who the fuck you are.
Mr. Invented Golf and the cigar holder and the group chat strikes again.
The best, the absolute best.
Oh,
I hate orange juice. Just gonna put that out there.
So thank you guys for joining me. Basically, what I want to do is I just want to catch up with everybody. So we're going to do like a little round robin. So whoever wants to go first can hop in. Introduce yourself, just what you're doing, stuff like that. I just want to be able to catch up with everybody. We can be thankful just like we will be on Thursday. Well, I guess this comes out after that. But today's Tuesday. Thanksgiving is Thursday. I just thought it'd be kind of a nice way to kind of interact with everybody again. That's not an Odin ball.
Nice balls, Danny.
You like that?
They're nice.
Is that the Callaway?
I don't know who wants to go first, but somebody can go first.
I say Beard goes first.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Just introduce yourself, what you're doing. Basically, we're just like what we're thankful for, stuff like that.
Oh, right out the gates. Well, first of all, how many we got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of you. Incredibly thankful for all of you. All the camaraderie over the last, what's it been, 3 or 4 years now?
It's been a wild ride
since I started our page. But yeah, it's been fun and kind of surreal. It has these moments where it's like, wow, I can't believe like the game of golf all brought us here. And I guess we could say, we're thankful for, just the opportunity to enjoy a sport or hobby, whatever it is that we all love. But it's like we welcome everybody from all walks of life. Everybody's got a different story. Everybody is a part of each individual journey, whether it's the stuff that you do or the photography that Misfit does and Nueve's brand and Brendan and his podcast. It's interesting how we've all kind of like connected and gotten to explore not just golf, but like your other passions in life and just get to know everybody on a deeper level. Yeah, we have fun and we joke around and we have a blast, but it's nice to reconnect with all of you, even if it's like virtually like this. But the shindigs and the bay days and all that stuff, there's going to be even more of them. So I'm sure we're going to have the same conversation with people that haven't met us yet, gotten to know us. But I'm seriously like blessed for all these little opportunities, even if it's just to pop on a pod with you guys and shoot the shit for an hour. But yeah, it's really cool to like, I feel like we've all like kind of been separated at birth. So incredibly thankful and excited for the future.
The most like surreal experience that I've had this year was watching Beard and Brendan walk up to me in Minnesota at Runyon's.
Oh,
Like I was like nothing felt real until like I saw everybody in Minnesota on the ground. Ralph was in their hotel room watching How I Met Your Mother. Brendan was with Derek, and Beard and Juju just strolled on up. And I'm like, there's just like one of those like surreal moments. Like Beard said, it's like, golf brought us here, right? Obviously, my goal is to meet Lalo at the next shindig. So I met Daniel at the last shindig. So Lalo, Pasadena, 531. Don't care what you're doing. Ah, shit, not that face.
It's June, right?
That's May.
May? Oh, okay. Yeah, I should be there then. Yeah. Because remember, I told you I wouldn't be in Mexico next year.
I know.
And originally, you had told me you guys were planning on doing it in June or July, something like that. But May 31.
We settled on May 31st.
Okay, that works, man.
Oh, sick. So cool. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like Beard hit the nail on the head. It's like, yeah, golf brought us here, and seeing everybody in Minnesota was definitely like that surreal moment that I was like, oh my God, this is actually happening. And I know Derek felt the same way. Obviously, Beard and Brendan met up earlier in the day while I'm sitting at home waiting for packages to come in, but it didn't feel real until Ralph's like, yo, bro, I landed. You want to come hang out? And I'm like, yeah, let's go.
I think you were mid chicken wing bite when I think I snuck up on you.
Yeah, I was mid wing. Yeah.
A reverse bear hug. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I was mid wing. It was a good wing.
What a spot to like start the trip though. That was killer.
Yeah.
Brendan still's like, I need a Runyon's wing.
I know. Literally, I was going to be like, what am I thankful for? Like, first of all, thankful for well done wings from Runyon's. The absolute best. Secondly, thankful for Juju on that beat, because what an absolute time and a half that Topher, Juju, and I had when we had to explain to her it's an actual song. In all seriousness though, it's been a heck of a year. At least for Duffin Up stuff, we've had a couple highs, we've had a couple stuff going on. We haven't really done the podcast very often because everyone is. I just got yelled at to close the door, and the door is closed. So that is funny because I'm down at my parents' place in South Carolina for Thanksgiving. But for Duffin Up, at least it's been a good year. We haven't recorded the podcast in a little bit just because a couple things going on and everything. But I think golf has seriously helped me through lots of ups and downs. When there were the downs, I was able to kind of clear my head. In January and February, we found a nice little 5-iron golf in Boston, Massachusetts. Recommend anyone who has an indoor golf facility to definitely check out those areas. They open up like crazy now in the Northeast, which is awesome. And golf was also, at a lot of highs. Like during this year, going to Minneapolis, I was able to go to another tournament out in Oregon. I've been, really lucky on that side to kind of be able to go to different places and play golf. So, in 2023, I was able to play in fucking Australia, which was nuts. And in 2022, I played in Dubai, which was even crazier. So like golf has been like, I've been able to have those highs, and it's also been there for me when I haven't been so high. So, really thankful for it and hoping that, playing golf tomorrow. So can't wait for that too. But it's, it kind of brings us together, which is great. I'm very thankful for you guys. I'm thankful that I live in the Eastern time zone, because every time I see Lalo texting the group chat at 9 a.m. my time, I know it's 6 a.m. your guys' time, so I don't have to wake up. So that's great. But I'm just so happy that we were all able to get together and that we've been able to, get together. Some of us have played golf together. I know some of us will play golf together in the future, and it's just an awesome experience.
It's always
And I
funny
talked a
for me.
lot, so I'm sorry.
No, I know. It's always funny to me, like when like Lalo will be like, "Oh man, I'm out late tonight," and then it's like, boom, like 7 a.m. I'm getting a message already, and I'm like, "Damn, bro, you need to sleep."
I know, bro. It's an issue, honestly, man. Everybody tells me I gotta sleep more, but that's just what my body's used to, bro. Like 4 or 5 hours. That's what I sleep. You know, I go to sleep like at 1 and wake up like at 5 to go to work. I've been doing this shit since forever. That's just my normal sleep pattern, man. Like on the weekends when I don't have to work, I'm like, cool, I'm fucking sleeping in tomorrow. And there I am, messaging you motherfuckers at 6 a.m. But I mean, I don't know.
An alarm.
I'm your guys' alarm, man.
Yeah.
I don't even set an alarm. You start doing those early hours when you're younger. It's like you're kind of just like, I feel like if I sleep in like past 7:15, 7:30, like the day's shot. Like
the day feels gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Dom, that's how you know you're old, bro. When you just wake up for no fucking reason on the weekends, and you're just like you said, Beard, it's 7:30, and you're just like, fuck. Like that's it. My day's ruined. All my plans, and it's like, what plans? I didn't have no plans, but you know, I just want to get up earlier and do nothing for an extra hour and a half, dude.
Well, like I'm like historically not a morning person. So when we were all playing Troy Byrne, Derek's like, "Hey, we had to be like loaded up in cars by what was it, 7:30, something like that." I'm like dressed and waiting. Like I am dressed and waiting by like 6:45. I'm like, I'm not gonna be the one to hold us back. I'm gonna be the first one ready. And I was ready. I was dressed nice. I had pants on. Beautiful. I'm ready to go out the door. Derek's alarm proceeds to go off for 45 minutes. And I'm like, is bro dead? Like did Derek like die? Because obviously we went out the night before. Shout out Fuzzies. I'm like, Derek is dead. And his wife must be dead. And that must mean by default his sister-in-law, Jenny, is dead. So like alarm's going off. And I'm like not somebody to like barge into people's space because they were in him and his wife's room. And I'm like, that is their space. But I'm like, we have to get going. And it's like 6:45. And I finally like open their door a little bit. Just like make sure nobody's dead. And his wife like pokes her head up. And I'm like, hey, wake Derek up. We have 15 minutes. And she fucking smacks him. And she goes, Derek. And he's like, what? I'm like, Derek, it's 6:45. You told us to be ready by 7. Like, let's get going, big dog. Like, hurry up. And then before I know it, Jordan's at the door. And Jordan took a red eye from fucking California to Minneapolis. And he's up for Derek. I'm like, is this what getting old is like? Because I don't like that.
Here's the other thing about poor Big J. This was like right when that Microsoft deal happened.
Day up.
So his flight was delayed. And plus, like he had been in the Bay Area with us because we had like a Bay Day thing like the weekend before that.
Oh, I was the one at Deep Cliff, right?
Yeah. And so I'm like looking at him like, I wonder how long it's going to take him to adjust back to Pacific Standard Time, which is Brendan's favorite.
Literally the worst. Literally. No. Oh my God. Especially in Vegas where my friend described Las Vegas incredibly correctly. Like New York is the city that never sleeps. Las Vegas is the city that will not let you sleep, especially when there's Formula One going on. Just outside my hotel. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, Jordan, he was like, dude, I'm not going to land till probably like 2:00 in the morning. And we're supposed to be on the first tee somewhere in Wisconsin at like 8 a.m. And I'm like, oh my God, how are we going to do this? But luckily I think you get like that little adrenaline boost when you're seeing people you haven't seen in a while and you're going to have a great time. And it's kind of like you don't even let the jet lag and all that shit even get after you. So I was looking at him at the end of the trip because we were at the airport together when we were saying sayonara, see you soon. And you could tell like he was tired, but I'm like, dude, he's got to be like just zombie mode with the amount of places he's traveled to and the chaos of the airlines, the whole Microsoft thing. And like what would we do? Like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, we were out every single night.
Yeah. Fuzzies. Yeah.
Especially that first night. That first night we were out.
Yeah.
Oh,
way too late.
I went through
I have
my
stuff
phone.
that I will never post. I am never posting it. It was such a good time. I will never post it.
Put it in the group chat.
Oh yeah.
I think he
I'll
did.
send it to you.
Because like I want to see it.
Brendan, I'm telling you right now, there's an excellent one with you and
It's
Derek.
probably me. Like, it's definitely. I was
Put it in the group chat.
Night.
I went through my pictures from that night, and I don't know why. I don't remember taking a lot of pictures, but I have a picture of the Deja Vu sign. And for Lalo and Daniel, who don't know, Deja Vu is a strip club in Minneapolis, and their catchphrase is like Deja Vu, like 39 hot ones and one ugly one. That's like on their sign.
The other way around.
That's like the group chat.
It's something like that. So I've got a picture of Deja Vu.
People can decide who the hot ones and who the ugly ones are.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got a picture of Ralph standing there, arms crossed with his Dodger hat on, just looking sad. And I'm like, I don't know what these are from. And then I've got a picture of Raul looking really confused at Fuzzies.
I don't know. Maybe Ralph got the ugly one. That's why he was mad.
Yeah, you beat me to it.
You guys took all the hot ones at Deja Vu.
Well, we went to some bar where they were playing all the white girl anthems, and it was my favorite. I don't know what bar it was.
It was more upscale.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, seriously, dude. It was like, I don't remember what song it was, but as soon as the Miley Cyrus song came on, all hell broke loose. It was like, I'm like singing, I'm like, whatever. Nobody.
Yeah, you were nodding your head like, yeah, and you were moving your hips like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, let's go.
I just remember getting patted down when we came in.
That was strange.
Patted down.
Yeah.
This is a Minnesota welcome. Is this the Minnesota
Did I get patted down?
You guys been talking about?
And it wasn't even the bouncer that patted you guys down. That's the kind of spot I want to go to.
Yeah.
We went to a few places that night. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed out that I couldn't make it out, and now listening to all these stories, I'm really bummed out that I missed it.
Dude, your kid would have been like, my dad's a legend.
Yeah,
those girls coming up to us that night and literally being like, "We don't know where we're going. We're new here," and oh my god, Beard just goes like, "Dom, like, here, like." Where should the ladies go with us after this? And Dom, drunk off his ass, looks directly at them and goes, wherever the Nooners take us.
Listen, lights were on. Nobody home.
Nobody was home.
Nobody home.
You got to follow the Nooner compass.
Oh,
I'm with Daniel, though. I was bummed that I couldn't make it, man. It sounded, being on the group chat with you guys and like everybody just kind of like being psyched to go there. I remember Ralph hitting me up on the side like before he got his tickets and he was like, hey man, are you gonna go? And I was like, fuck, I'd love to go, bro, but I'm not gonna be able to make it. And he's like, damn. He was actually on the fence still. He wasn't sure if he was gonna go or not. And then next thing I know, he's just like, bro, I did it. Me and Raul were going. I was like, that's so tight, man.
They got a really cool hotel where it's they were like right across the street from the Mall of America, and then right next to IKEA.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's all you need in Minnesota. You got the IKEA. Yeah. You go get your Swedish meatballs and wander around, read all the Swedish things, and then you can walk across the street and get mugged at the Mall of America.
There you go.
Like, what more do you need?
Let me just say this. Minnesota, super underrated food town. Juju and I went out for a couple little date night dinners or whatever, lunches, and I couldn't tell you like that. You guys have something going on with your non-franchise restaurants, like your mom and pop places. Mm-hmm. That you come out here and it's like it's fast food and chain restaurants. Very underrated food scene you have out there in Minneapolis. I was like, this is some killer grub. It's a good grub town.
Yeah, I saw a lot of your posts about the food.
Yeah,
it's kind of on the under.
Super slept on.
It's kind of wild that we start talking about food and then all of a sudden Thick just pops up.
Hey, there he is.
What's going on, Thick?
Here we go. Hey, want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving over there, wherever you guys are. We got the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm over in Southern California, and how do I turn this thing around? Wait a minute.
Oh no, I'm scared.
I'm new to this.
Go like this.
Trying to see how do I this. All right, well, I might as well.
It's Lalo.
Lalo's just like turn it around.
I'm all over the place. Yeah,
Go like this.
Yeah. So,
oh shit!
Here,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Turn it back around.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna say salud. I'm gonna say salud to that one.
I'm getting some. It's a Taco Tuesday over here, so I got to get my tacos on. Yeah.
Damn,
How's everybody doing? Yo, it's fire, man. They just opened up right now. No joke. From the minute they open up at 6:30, it's about like a 30-minute wait for tacos because they're $1 each. Anything you want. We're talking. You want some, cabeza. You want lengua, chorizo, asada. Then they have that giant rotisserie of a pork over there that's looking at me.
Trompo?
I'm looking. Yup, the trompo. With pineapple on top. Yeah, buddy.
Pastor. Hell yeah.
That's right. I had Al Pastor today.
Where from?
I'll show you the picture. I always take a picture.
I had some SpongeBob mac and cheese.
Over here.
Oh man, it's not gonna do it because can you even see that?
There it is.
It looks like a lemon wheel.
So good. Their orange sauce.
I'm gonna take your word.
You know what's a good meal when you take a picture before you eat it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna.
Yeah.
It's you put it into your little spank bank. You're like, you know what? Let me just take a picture of this. If somebody ask me what I ate earlier, I just show it to them. They're like, wow.
Yeah. So
it's like your newborn. Check this out. What I just ate. Wait till it comes out in a couple hours later. I'll send you another picture.
Yeah.
I've noticed that, Beard. You're a big fan of Al Pastor and orange sauce. I like that.
Yeah, man. Don't get any bigger than LA. That's where it originated, pretty much. It didn't originate in Mexico. It originated in LA.
Where in LA are you at?
I'm over here in Bone Park right now, here by Almani.
Okay.
Yeah, down in the hood right now. I'm literally next to a rock quarry where they dig up rocks for concrete and whatnot. And they got this small spot that's on the side of the road. So, yeah.
Those are the best spots, though.
Oh, forget about it. They're the best. They just pop right up. It depends on code compliance, shut them down, That's the only thing. That's the best food. Anyways, just want to say a quick what's up to you guys. Miss everybody, and we'll hook up soon eventually. We'll do another shindig with Odin. Shout out to Jordan, my boy. Stay thick, everybody. Wow.
Yes, sir.
Before you bounce, there's an announcement for the shindig coming soon.
Oof, I heard a little taste of it already.
Yeah?
That's it. I'll bring the gabagool and the beers.
There we go. There we go.
All right, guys. Take care. So,
all right, man.
I think. Let's see if you can figure it out.
Like this. Like this. There you go.
I did. That. Unreal.
Oh, I love Thick.
I'm hungry now.
It's Misfit's turn for the thankful.
I literally just ate tacos, and then listening to him talk about those tacos, I'm like, I need some more tacos.
Taco Bell's open.
I can't do it. I can't. There's just too many good taco places around here.
I just got followed by one on Instagram.
Yeah, I can't.
Which one?
I'm pulling it up because it's a Bay Area one, which is funny.
Oh, interesting.
I wonder if it's the dude who did Bay Day.
Yeah.
Delicious Taco Catering.
No, it's not it.
Don Vicks.
Don Vicks.
Yes. Wait.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he followed me.
I thought you meant a Taco Bell was following you, bro.
Dude, I would.
That's what I thought you meant. That's how I was like, fuck, this is the Taco Bell from the Bay Area? Damn.
Yo, bro, you got the promo code for the cinnamon twist?
The churritos?
Dude, they brought back that apple empanada thing. I need to try one of those.
Never had one.
Yeah, those I can confirm were pretty amazing.
Oh, damn.
That's right. Beard was right. Danny, you gonna shoot what you're thankful for?
Vámonos. Definitely you guys. I think as far as the golf aspect goes, I'm probably the newest out of all of you guys, but I went head first. And just the camaraderie in that group chat, we all when we all get behind Jesse and try and support him whenever somebody's coming for his business.
I would go to war for Jesse.
Absolutely.
I would go to war for that, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's definitely been cool to so I told you guys before that I grew up playing soccer. So the camaraderie with you guys reminds me of that a lot. It's like being with the team again, you know what I mean? So definitely looking forward to some more rounds with you guys and all that good stuff.
I think you might have the coolest intro to golf story though, because you got into it because of your son. And
yeah,
I don't have kids. It's me knocking on wood.
That you know of.
Yeah, it's me knocking on wood. But I think if my dad was like, "Hey, Dom, you like golf? I'm gonna like golf too," I'd be like, "That's cool." I don't think my dad likes golf. I don't think my dad dislikes golf though either. But it's one of those things where it's you got into it to literally do something with your son.
Yeah.
And now look at you.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely got hooked. I did, in the story when I was on the podcast with you guys, he was asking me, how do I do whatever, on the course? And I don't know. I don't know how to tell him how to play golf because I don't know anything about golf. And so really it was just to be able to help him. But, I caught the bug, man. It was full throttle on that after that,
That's cool.
Salute to that, bro. Salute to that. You and your son bonding over this beautiful game. Cheers.
Yeah, his son is a little slow.
He made his first appearance, I think, at Bay Day, his last one.
Yeah.
I
met the little dude. Met that little dude.
Yeah. He had his little fans, the golf cart girls were all swooning over him.
Swaggy little man.
Before you know it.
Yeah.
He was signing hella autographs.
It was hilarious.
Sign more autographs than Romo out there.
Yeah. Yeah. It was funny. People were like, I know you. So he loved it. He had a good time out there. He was asking about the next one too. So
that's cool. Man. So
bring him out to the shindig.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be fun.
Shindig might be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're looking at possibly the week after the shindig or something, because I think Jordan will be back in town for a couple weeks.
Okay.
So I think they might do a Bay Day the weekend after that, but still yet to be determined. Nothing concrete in stone, but it sounds like that's what they're shooting for.
They should honestly just do it the next day, and then we can all just migrate.
Man, that's not a bad idea. I like that.
You need more than one day in between, bro.
That's true.
Hey, have you looked up potential baseball games that weekend?
I haven't yet. I need to figure out who would. So
it's kind of tradition.
Hold on.
I'm still mad that I missed the Giants game when we did the one in San Francisco.
Oh,
that was the one thing I wish I could have made.
Beautiful day. It was a gorgeous day.
I missed that game too. I told Patty too. So, shout out Patty, but yeah, I told her, I was like, hey, I want to let me know about the game. I want to come to the game because Dom. That's one of the things we're always talking about. You got to show them that card too, by the way.
Oh,
but yeah, we were talking about that. I said, oh, remind me about the game, and I totally blanked on the game. Yeah. So I'm with you, Brendan. I was like, damn it, I missed out.
So Beard, you know how big baseball cards are? They're that big.
Yeah.
I only gave you a fuckload. Lalo, I don't know if you've ever played with baseball cards before. Well, look at this one.
Oh, shit.
Hell? Is that Ronald?
Ronald.
Look at that guy.
And it's an actual Topps card.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Dude, look at him.
It's
He's
bigger
the best
than
player
your
in
head.
baseball right there.
Yeah.
Put a regular card next to it just for size comparison. That's what she said.
Yeah. Oh, right there. I've got some golf cards.
Golf cards?
Yeah.
I didn't know they made those.
Well, actually, this one's a baseball card. So this is a normal baseball card from Jake Bennett. And then there's this one.
Look at that.
That's tight.
If you're, for baseball
wild.
cards, if you ever talk to Big Chris from the Municipals, he's also a big baseball card guy, Dom. Like, he is a massive baseball card guy.
I've got a box of them under my bed in my size 14 Saucony shoe box.
Okay. Brandon,
Yes.
how difficult would it be to get some killer seats at Fenway if we did a shindig on the East Coast?
I mean, not that difficult right now because boy, do the Red Sox stink.
But boy, do they have a shot to get Soto. Holy shit.
They're not getting
They do.
it. No, this is all okay. So if we're actually going to go into baseball, because
So hold on.
Yeah.
Rumor. So before we get too into baseball,
okay,
rumor is they want to move Devers from third to first, trade for my dude Nolan, which would make me sad as a Cardinals fan. I would be upset that they would trade for Nolan Arenado.
how are you a Cardinals fan? You're a Twins fan. ALNL. We'll talk later. Yep.
So
ALNL's allowed. ALNL's allowed. It's the only
I asked
sport.
the same thing.
So my story is
where it's
when
allowed.
I was in like elementary school, we did a flat Stanley project.
Yeah.
And the company my dad works for is based out of St. Louis. So we sent my flat Stanley to St. Louis. And I think it was 2011. Or no, might have been earlier. I don't remember the year. No, it couldn't have been 2011. I was in middle school.
Thank God. I was about to say, Jesus Christ.
Anyways, they sent it to St. Louis, and I got back like a picture of the city. I got some Cardinals swag, and from then I fell in love with the team because I loved watching Adam Wainwright, Yadier Molina, Johnny Peralta, obviously Albert. I got his bobblehead. I can never figure out. It's back there on top of all my balls, right there. That's Albert.
Oh, I see.
They had a squad.
That's Albert's 700th home run bobblehead.
Oh, yeah.
It's right above my Sergio Romo ball. That's a whole nother story. So it's like I grew up watching the Cardinals, and I watched them win 2011. I watched them win 09. And for me, I grew up, I loved the city, and then I loved the team. So I've been a fan for most of my life. So I've grown up rooting for both of them. So whenever the Cardinals come to Minnesota, I'm always there. And then I've seen 2 games in St. Louis, which was really cool.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, I grew up a Red Sox fan, obviously, but my grandpa grew up a Braves fan when they were in Boston. So he always loved the Braves. So then, and also back in the, mid to late 90s, you turn on TNT during the summer and it was just a Braves game every single time. So like it was. So yeah, I do like the Braves too. Again, only sport you can have an AL and an NL team. That's it. Anyways, but yes, the Red Sox are not getting Juan Soto. They are not. So this is all a ploy for Steve Cohen until the last bid will come in, probably from the Yankees. If I'm being honest, the highest bid will come in from the Yankees, and then Steve Cohen will be like, "Okay, here's $50 extra million. Now you're coming to the Mets," and he's gonna be like, "Okay."
So before we get too in depth, Beard asked, are we doing a ball game? So from Pasadena, what would be the closest? Would it be San Diego? Would it be LA? Would it be Anaheim?
LA.
Like Chavez Ravine or Anaheim?
Yeah, the Dodgers.
The Dodgers, unfortunately.
Oh shit! But it might be cheaper and more fun to go to the Angels.
I don't know about more fun, but
it would be cheaper. Yeah,
it'd be cheaper. But
the Dodgers are going to be an absolute wagon again next year.
But if Mike Trout's healthy, it could be a fun one.
But if literally the entire Dodgers team that was on the injured on the disabled list this year comes back.
Oh yeah.
They had a starting 5, like a Cy Young caliber starting 5 on the IL for most of the year. And Shohei was not even pitching.
He didn't pitch.
Although 50-50 was sick. Like he wouldn't have done that if he was pitching. There's no chance.
For sure.
Lalo, do you follow baseball?
Sorry.
Okay. I do follow it. Like I keep tabs on it, the records and shit, but it's way too many fucking games.
Yeah.
So I only tune in when it gets to postseason. Like postseason, I watch like all the games because they're played at a different level.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
It's funny. I was talking to somebody at work once like postseason came around, and he was like, "You like baseball?" And I was like, "I wouldn't say I like it, but I do have a team I cheer for. I'm a Dodgers fan." And I told him, and he was trying to tell me how it's boring to him to watch the games, and I said, "It is, bro. But when it gets to postseason, it's a different game because like I feel like in the regular season because there's so many games. Sometimes in those stretches, like when the team is losing 7 runs in the third inning, they're like, all right, wrap it up. This game's over. Let's go to the next one. And it's like in the playoffs, you don't have that luxury no more. You have to try to, like, you never give up on any game because you don't have the luxury of another 150 games or whatever it might be. So
The beauty of baseball.
postseason baseball is fun to watch, man, regardless of who's playing. If it's on, I'll watch it because it's fun to watch.
The beauty of baseball is once you hit that postseason, the regular season does not matter. I mean, we saw it with, I hate to say it, but like we saw it with the Giants, they won 101 games.
Yeah.
And then it steamrolled.
Yep.
Like nothing matters once you get to October, even late September. Like nothing matters other than, hey, we're playing so-and-so. Or like once you hit the World Series, the rest of your games do not matter. All that matters is the World Series. I think that's one of the few sports where it's like, okay, that's cool. Because it's like you have 3 seasons in one almost. You've got the regular season, you've got the postseason, and then you've got the World Series, which in of itself is like this entirely different atmosphere. That's crazy.
Yeah. Actually, Beard is our San Francisco Giants insider. And the rumor is Cody Bellinger is coming to San Francisco.
You don't want Cody Bellinger.
We don't, but Beard, can
Nobody
you
does.
confirm or deny? He's been like somebody that quote unquote has been rumored to come to San Francisco forever now. But
isn't he from the area?
What really confused me is them re-signing, or they tendered Yaz to a contract for 9.25. I don't know if they plan on. There's only a few teams that I think would take Yaz, but we're not going to get the prospects like we want.
Yeah. No.
I'm kind of wondering, it's been very quiet, so I'm kind of wondering if it's like Buster and the front office don't want to show their cards, and it basically is like he's going to be a 4th outfielder. But I was more stoked. I think I sent it to you guys this morning when they said Mad Bum was interested in possibly being a part of the coaching staff.
Yeah,
I was like,
I would love to see that.
If that doesn't give the Giants an instant, we're going to punch you in the fucking mouth, kind of morale boost, I don't know what does. I would love to see that. Even if he was like a minor league pitching coordinator, kind of toughen these young guys up. Because I used to always call him like the bucking bronco. Like
I say, like, isn't he crazy?
Smoke coming out of his nose.
Oh yeah,
and,
he's
the team's missing that, and I think we're too stuck on like the. Gosh, it's not like the homegrown talent. Like obviously we've got a couple guys like Eldridge and Wisenhunt.
Yeah,
but I think we get way too attached to some of these guys that have been on the team. That sure, Yaz is good at defense. He'll hit the occasional home run, but he started out last year like 1 for 25.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Terrible. You know what's funny? Not to get super into the Giants. Brendan's team has the opposite issue. They give away Mookie Betts.
Yeah. What is this baseball playoffs you guys are talking about? What are those? I don't know. It is.
What even is that?
Yeah, no, but I do, unfortunately, because of that, I get super nerdy on like the Red Sox farm system, and they do have some really good guys coming up, but they're all position players. They are all, like, we basically have a starting 9 like in AA and AAA that could like go out there, and they're just like, what we're not going to do? Trade for a pitcher, because like who really needs pitching? And I'm just like, who needs it? And then I'm sitting there just like, just please, just one, just like, just go inside. Like Blake Snell just costs money. Sorry guys, but seriously, like Blake Snell just costs money. Like Max Fried just costs money. Like Garrett Crochet, they don't even want our top prospect for. They want they'll take like the guy, they'll take like a couple other guys. Like just get me one lefty power pitcher. And then then the Red Sox are like not cooking, but it's like they're closer to contention until that pitcher ultimately pulls a Chris Sale and gets hurt. But before that,
and then he can pull another Chris Sale
and then get traded and win the
Cy
fucking
Young.
Cy Young. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Like,
the Giants. The Giants are.
I saw this dude at work the other day, and I'd like take a second look. He had a black Atlanta hat on, and I stopped him, and I'm like, bro, I took 3 looks at you. I swear to God, I thought you were Chris Sale. And he's like Cy Young award winning pitcher Chris Sale. I'm like, yeah, that lefty monster Chris Sale. And he's like, thank you. And he's from Atlanta, he's a Braves fan. And I'm like, bro, I thought you were Chris Sale. He's not as tall as Chris Sale, but he had the beard, had like the face and everything. And I was like,
he's skinny as hell.
Yeah. And I was like, that's motherfucking Chris Sale. And my staff are like, we don't know who that is. I'm like, Cy Young award winning pitcher, Chris Sale. And they're like, what's a Cy Young? I'm like, best pitcher in baseball, dummies.
I didn't even realize Sergio Romo at the Bay Day.
He's super chill.
So
I met Sergio.
I get there and we go to the range with Chris from Beans on Greens and my cousin Johnny, and we're hitting
Shout
balls.
Out Johnny Rocket.
Yeah. Shout out. Shout out to all them boys, man. Good time. But no, we're at the range and we're hitting some balls, and I see some people go up to this guy with a beard and take a picture. But I thought it was like a homie, like, oh, it's Bay Day and people just kind of reconnected. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And then my boy Chris from Beans on Greens, he's like, shit, I'll be right back. I gotta go say what's up to a Bay legend. That's what he said. And I'm like, whatever, bro. I'm just trying to fucking dial in and hit this ball right now. Like, I can't. I keep topping this fucking ball with this 3-wood right now. So I didn't successfully get to do that. But anyways, I was trying. And I turn around and he goes and he takes like a selfie with him and whatever. He comes back. And at that time, the guy in the little chartering is over back and forth in the little fucking the 2-seater carts. He's like, hey guys, 10 minutes till we got to get going. So I was all right, fuck it, let's go. We hop on the little car and we're going. And as we're going, there's another car coming and Sergio Romo's in the back of it. And like, as we're passing by, and I'm like, I think I know that guy. And my cousin goes, that guy? You think you know that guy? I'm like, yeah, bro, he looks so familiar. He goes, that's Sergio Romo. I said, oh, I definitely don't know him. like I know him, but I don't know him. Like, okay, that's why he looks familiar. He fucking pitched for the Giants for so long. You know what I mean? So then that's when Chris goes, bro, didn't you hear me? I said, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a picture with the Bay legend. And I was like, yeah, bro, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together, bro. Like, and honestly, I mean, like, I didn't realize that he's not that big a guy. He's a small guy. Yeah, I just, like, sometimes in TV, you look at guys and they look small, but then in real life, they're like, oh, he's 6 feet, 6'1". Nah, this guy's not that big.
That's what I was thinking when we were all meeting at the clubhouse and I saw Jesse, saw you. Obviously, I've met Daniel a couple times, but I was like, dude, I'm the shortest fucking guy here. Like,
dude,
so
Jesse's
see
tall.
You guys on these little iPhone screens. I'm like, God damn, I feel like a scrawny little,
I think that's what you, what you first said to me the very first time we ever met. You were like, Jesus Christ, you're fucking tall.
Oh, yeah. How tall are you, Danny?
6'2".
Okay, yeah, every bit of it.
Yeah.
Every bit of it, bro. You're a big guy, man.
Yeah.
Same thing. I think somebody snapped the picture of us. Like, I'm with you and Jesse.
Yeah.
I love that picture.
Jesus Christ, bro. I'm like at your guys' fucking waist and shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
also, like, it's where you guys are standing, bro. Like, I'm standing in a lower spot, so that wasn't fair. I should have been standing on a taller spot since I'm already shorter than you guys.
The first time I met Jesse,
he's like, he's a little bit taller than me.
Yeah. First time I met Jesse was at the first shindig. And I think at that point I wasn't like super drunk yet. I was like still like cognitive. But like I had been drinking all day because Daniel's like, hey, you thirsty? And I'm like, I got my water. He's like, no, you're thirsty. So we're doing shots. And then I'm drinking beer. And then we're going to go take pictures of everybody. So like I'm with Jordan. We got in the back of the golf cart, we got more beer. We got this big bag full of just random beer. I think Thick brought it.
You remember that?
And we're driving along and we find Jesse and I'm like, holy shit, you're tall. I think those are my exact first words ever to him.
Yep.
And he's like, bro, you want to hit this shot? I'm like, no, I've been drinking. He's like, no, like my golf shot. And I was like, no, I've definitely been drinking. And he's like, dude, just hit it. And I thought, like, I swear to God, in my brain, I'm like, I hit that so good. Like, it was like the best wedge shot of my life. And it went like 3 feet.
And was it?
No. No.
No.
I think it was short, but I was like, I thought I hit that so well. And he was like, next time, Poppy, and then walked away. And I was like, damn. But the Twins traded for Sergio Romo back when he was still playing.
Yeah.
So I'm a season ticket holder for the Twins. That's how I was able to get all of us tickets for that game, which were phenomenal seats. And the fact that we had like a little party section, great. Could not do it any better. We had a meet and greet with him. It was Sergio Romo, Jonathan Scope, Luis Ariz, and I think there was a fourth. Anyways, Sergio and I are talking because he's the first guy, and he nudges, I think it was Ariz or Scope, and he's saying something in Spanish and pulls on his beard. And he's like, dude, you have a better beard than I do. And we all like your beard. And we're talking about his like tattoos and everything. So of course we got to keep the line moving. So we sign my ball, pass it over. I'm down at the last guy. He signed other people's balls and he's still like yelling at me, like to talk. And I'm like, I love this dude. And I remember like when we traded for him, I was pumped already. My mom's like, who the hell is this old dude? I'm like, no. That dude closed out 3 World Series champions. You don't accidentally do that. You don't accidentally stumble into being the closer for 3 World Series teams.
Right.
That's no accident. And he went up there and threw those sliders on the Twins. And I was like, that's my dude. I should like make a Romo jersey.
That'd be cool.
That slider was nasty.
Slider's still nasty.
I'm sure he could still go. No problem.
Oh yeah, he looks like he could still throw.
My favorite thing he did was obviously because he retired after spring training this year, was he had all the kids sign his hat. I'm sure you guys saw that.
Yeah.
I thought that was super cool. And then he went out and just torched everybody for like 96.
Yeah. Shout out Sergio Romo, man.
I said,
come on the pod. Sergio needs to come on the pod.
That'd be cool.
We've been trying to get Dontrell Willis.
Oh,
that would be dope too.
He follows Derek.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should try and get some hockey folks. I don't know, maybe Joe Thornton. I don't know, just throwing it out there.
I know a couple guys that work for the San Jose Barracuda, which is the AHL affiliate of the Sharks. So I'm sure we could probably manage something.
Those games are fun. I love going to Barracuda games.
Yeah, dude. Dude, if you ever want to go, let me know.
Let's do it.
The tickets are cheap and
it's like going to San Jose.
I love San Jose Giants.
Do you watch hockey, Lalo?
A little bit.
I feel like that's a sport that you would really get into because you can beat the shit out of people, take a 2-minute break, and go back.
No, I mean, I used to watch it a lot, but honestly, bro, it's hard to watch when your team fucking sucks, dude.
Who's your team?
I'm a Sharks fan, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And like
rebuilding.
We're rebuilding.
That's what I hear. I don't follow it enough to know, but I mean, I know we've sucked for a while, but there was a period of time when we were pretty good. Like we were always in the playoffs. You know, we could never quite get there, but it was a fun team to watch, man. And I was actually I went to a couple playoff games before. It was tight.
This beautiful,
that's a great jersey. That's
Minnesota Wild
jersey.
Mr. Zuccarello, who almost lost a nut.
Dude, so we were playing golf last weekend, like random, like none of us were planning to play golf, and then we decided to play golf last minute, and we brought up Zuccarello. I'm gonna make a reel for you because I gave you a shout out, but we brought up his ruptured testicle. That was gnarly.
Dude, yeah, the Wild thought that he was like legitimately going to lose a nut.
Yeah. Gnarly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he got up and skated off.
How does somebody rupture a nut?
He took
bust a nut.
Clap.
But rupturing, that's a different story, man.
He took a puck. I kept saying the groin, but if you watch the replay, he took it like right off like the edge of the cup.
Okay, yeah. Oh, and Cliff Cup.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm assuming it nut touch, like just trapped one.
Oof.
But I saw this TikTok and like, yeah, like we thought he was going to lose a nut, but he kept both nuts, which is good.
Good for him. I mean,
but he's out like 3 to 6 weeks.
Ah, shit.
Dude, I can't even imagine that man's pain.
Yeah, that's
I'd take
painful,
like 5 years off. 3 to 6 weeks. I'd take 5 years off.
I'd retire.
Yeah.
I think I'd be done.
Well,
I mean, that's why God gave us 2. You know.
I think I'd still be done.
March on, young man. March on, young man.
Well, he's an older guy. Like, he's been around a while, too. So, like, yeah, he probably could retire.
How old is he?
I don't know.
Oh, he's got to be
around.
at least his mid to late 30s.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a young man right there. What are you talking about? That's a young man.
That's about the time they start looking at retiring.
37.
So first of all,
37?
Yeah.
He's at the peak of his prime.
and Norwegian. So you know that like he doesn't need both nuts. He just needs one.
had to re-up.
Ooh, very nice. What a hell of a koozie right there, I will say.
Nice little koozie.
Dougal
takes care of me out there on the course.
Dougal approved.
Dougal does not take care of me on the course.
Every time I don't bring the koozie, I play terrible. And I bring the koozie.
Keep it in the bag. Just keep it in the bag.
I play great.
There you go. I love that sticker, by the way.
That's nice.
That's a great
Need
sticker.
more? I got a fuck ton. I ordered like 1,000.
Dude. Check this shit out. Oh shit. Is it in the frame?
Where is it?
No.
It's
God
not
damn it.
in there.
Son of a.
Oh, there it
it's
is.
a picture.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
hell yeah.
is it Half Moon Bay? HMB.
I love that picture.
Yeah.
I finally got Brendan his.
Yeah. Took a while.
How did you end up liking Half Moon Bay?
So
the Irish course is sick. Or what was it called?
The Ocean Course?
Ocean course.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was really cool. Other than I was like, cool, I'm going to use all my Duffin Up Odin balls with Dougal. Every Dougal ball was like a screamer out of bounds. Every normal ball was like dead straight.
Yeah.
Beautiful course.
I remember you and I talking about it, and you were asking me. I said, "Oh, it's great." You know, I was like, "Nice and linksy." You know, the Ocean Course is great, and you're like, "I'm not a fan of linksy golf courses."
I'm not like I'm really not.
I've only played one link style course.
How'd that go?
It was a great front nine.
Which course was it?
It was the one in Palo Alto, bro. Okay.
Oh, Baylands.
Baylands,
yes.
Yeah.
So, it was dope, bro. It was summertime. Like a Thursday evening, I'm at home chilling, watching some TV, and I get a call from one of like my bosses at work. And I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck I do now? Like, what's going on? Why am I getting a call from like this is rare. This hardly happens. So I answer the phone and he says, before you can say anything, just say yes. And I'm like, the fuck? I thought maybe he wanted me to do some work at his house because I've done work at his house like on the side, you know? And so in my head, I'm like, all right, cool. I could use a little extra money, a little side gig, but I don't know. I'm not going to say yes without knowing how big the job is. So I tell him like, well, okay, well, give me a little more info, you know? And he's like, just say yes. And I'm like, I want to say yeah, but what are we talking about? So he says, tomorrow morning, 7:30 tea time at Baylands, you and I. And I'm like, yes. So he's just like, you don't got to clear it up with your supers. I already talked to them. We met up with So we had you. I'm sure you know who they are. Beer DevCon.
Oh yeah, I've got 3 projects with them going right now.
Okay. Yeah. So the guy, they were working at the campus in this summer, and one of the guys who's overlooking the project, he graduated from MIDI back in 2003 or 4. I think his name, they said, is Brandon, something like that. Cool guy, tall guy. He's like 6'2".
Brandon Monroe, maybe.
I'm not. Believe me, I wish I was 6'2". I am not.
So, anyways,
a little
the boss tells me we're gonna go play with him, and one of they had an intern this summer at DEF CON who just graduated from MIDI. So I was all right, that's where I work at. So it's like, cool, let's go play. We get there, and I see that guy, both of them warming up next to me in the range, and I mean, they're like hitting every shot, bro, just smacking them, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, these guys can fucking play. And I'm not doing too bad on the range either. I'm kind of like, oh shit, this is pretty good. Front 9, we get there, bro, and I hit really well. I played really well for me. I think in the front 9 I was 6 over. Like, good golf, man. I was like shocked. I was like, fuck yeah, this is tight.
That's really good golf.
Yeah, and it was, bro. Like too. I didn't really. I don't think I missed a single fairway. Granted, the fairways are like wide, but I didn't miss any of them. And so what really fucked me up was the putting, because those greens are like big and they undulate a lot. So like that fucked me up. A lot of 3 putts, but whatever. I was happy. So the kid who was playing with the other guy, the guy who was interning, he was like, "Man, you hit a solid front 9. Like what's your record?" And I'm like, I shoot like 20 over, bro, usually. And he's like, "Dude, you just shot 6 over." And I'm like, "Yeah, just wait till we get to the back, bro. Like, for whatever reason, I can never put 18 together. It's either a good front 9 or a good back 9 or vice versa. And alcohol has nothing to do with it, bro." And sure enough, bro, the back I shot 18 over.
Was it windy?
No, it fucking wasn't windy. I just couldn't hit a fucking ball. It's like I forgot to hit a ball. Like I just got there and I was just topping them, chunking them, shanking them. And it was such a bad round, like back 9. After that round, I went on this like 4-month stretch where I just couldn't get rid of the shanks, bro. And the shitty part was that I took those shanks with me to Spyglass. It was fucking horrible, man. But yeah. I got to see every nook and cranny of Spyglass.
Spyglass is badass. I think that's the hardest one on the peninsula. We just played Spanish Bay a couple weeks ago for my buddy Wheels' birthday. He just turned 40. His wife planned it, and she's trying to get 4, but she's like, it's too late. I get you 2 of you out there. And luckily we got paired up with 2 guys who had they got a caddy. So he's like, "What tees are you guys playing from?" I'm like, "We're playing from whatever tees you guys are playing from, so we can hear how to play this course," because neither one of us had played it. So we were playing the whites, which was cool because it was all day long like a 3-club wind.
Shit.
Just howling. And it was absolutely beautiful. Bucket list. Want to do it again. But I swear it was like 30-mile-per-hour crosswinds. You know, you got to aim so far right or left, and you're like, God, I just don't trust this. And luckily, we got it around. We were like, next time we play here, we're playing bright and early, right at sunrise when the wind is calm. But that links golf can sneak up on you, because it's almost like for me, I guess I would say for me, I feel like it changes my swing a little bit. Even though they tell you, yeah, when you play in the wind, make the same golf swing, just take extra club. But for me, it's like I always feel like that last second, I'm trying to put a little extra on it. So I try to hit down on it more, like smother, cover it. And then I go back to playing a regular course when there's no wind, and that's where the feel gets off, and you're like, oh, the anxiety creeps in, and that's where I think the shanks come in. And it could just be just literally like your spine angle dropping. That's what happens with me. If I notice my head tilts towards the ball, then the heel of the club leads first.
I realized for me what it was. I mean, I could be wrong, but I've had a couple rounds now. Well, I've had a while now where the shanks are gone, thankfully, because that was depressing, guys. I was like, fuck this, man. I can't keep doing this shit. This is not cool for my mental health. This is just not good. But I think it was just I just really had to slow it down, man. Like I think subconsciously you don't even realize how much faster you keep trying to like swing that fucking club every time you're playing. The longer you play, the better you think you are, and the more you add to it. So like at rounds, when I played at Spyglass, I was like, all right, man, just slow it down, bro. Just slow it the fuck down and make contact. And even like that, I was shanking it. And I just didn't realize how much over these years I've gradually tried speeding it up. So I had to completely just slow it the fuck down, like almost just like throw the club back, and I'm kind of leaning forward and just watching that shit drop, and it hits. So that's really all I did, just slow it down by however much I thought I needed to slow it down, add more to that shit. And the ball's been able to go semi-straight, bro. I'm not saying straight, but it's semi-straight. It's a shot that can be played. So
Lalo's selling himself a little short though, because we haven't played together, but we've been on a course together, and he can mash that ball. I've seen him absolutely crush golf balls. So
thank you.
You know what it is?
He's a stick. Don't let him.
You know what it is? It's the long ass hanging belt that he does.
Let that bitch wrap around, and bro, give me that extra fucking with the hips.
That's what I'm saying. I think it just whips a little extra.
No, bro, but you know, it was fun though. Even though I played really bad at Spyglass, like I wasn't gonna let that ruin my day at the moment. Not for me, not for the guys playing around me. Like, because genuinely, I was stoked. I was happy to be there, bro. Like, it was a beautiful day, man. Like, it couldn't have been a better day out there. It was when we had those like 2 weeks of that heat wave here in San Jose, when it was like 100 and 300. Like, it was just nuts. Drove out there on a Friday, and it was we teed off at 1, I think, but it was sunny, blue skies, sunny, no wind when we teed off, man. It was gorgeous, bro. Gorgeous. Like around 6:30, it started getting a little cloudy-ish, but nothing crazy. I mean, to be expected, we're right on the coast, you know? But I think the coldest it got was like low to mid 60s by the time we were finishing the round. So like the guy I was playing with was like, bro, like this isn't common, bro. Like this weather we're experiencing right now, it's kind of, we got lucky that it's like this at this time. So I played like shit, bro. I think I shot like a freaking like 130, dude. Yeah, it was bad, bro. It was just nines, a 10. I parred one hole though, so I was like, cool.
There you go.
There you
nice
go.
little par. Yeah, it was good. And then the guys I was with, like, we were all like, they're like, oh, let's play skins. I didn't want to play skins because I knew where my game was at. But I was like, fuck, I guess I'll play with you guys. They were cool though. Like 4 holes in, they're like, he's not playing. He's not playing. Get him out of this. And
cool, Lalo. You don't have to play.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate that, man. I'm just here to get sticks for you guys. Be a caddy for, hey, what do you need over there? I forgot to fucking bring it back to you. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna let like my bad game affect that day, because that day, I don't know, it was like a bucket list type course for sure, you know? Like, I never expected to be playing there. Like, it was nice, man. And the only reason I played it was a shout out my homie Manny from IPA Golf. He's the one that hooked me up with that, with his it was his tee time. It was his tee time, and him and I had made a couple bets in the past soccer games, and he owed me a couple rounds of golf. And the day before, hits me up, hey bro, I know I owe you a couple rounds. If I got one that'll make up for those 2 rounds or 3 rounds that I owe you. If you want it, take it. It's at Spyglass tomorrow at 1. So I was like, you know what? I think I can make that work, man. I can make that work. So shout out homie Annie from IPA.
There you go.
It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I was there. I was playing with his boys. So I was like, you know, the last thing I want is for his boys to be like, damn, bro, this guy sent the shitty ass golfer with a bad attitude. You know what I mean? It's like, no.
Yeah.
Shitty golfer maybe, but not a bad attitude.
That's one of the things about playing with you guys or being around with you guys when we go out to the course. It's like, even if you're playing or having a bad day, you're still out there having a good time. Like I could be playing like my worst round ever and I'm still having fun. So it's not, it's not like a waste of a day to me or anything.
It's more fun when you're playing well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'm not gonna deny that, but it's still fun. Like I'm out there with the boys, having a good time, shooting the shit. And even when I'm having a bad round, I genuinely am happy when I see guys that are playing with me hit amazing shots. Like that does lift my spirit, even though 5 shots in and nowhere near the green and these guys are putting for bird. I'm like, fuck yeah, these guys are good, man. Whatever.
Well, like that's kind of like what we did here, right? So I don't know if we ever really talked about it, but pre-shindig we played Troy Byrne. Beautiful. We had Ty out there taking all the pictures. We had my drone zipping around and everything, and they kind of let us have like the run on the course. The front 9, I think Derek and I were in a cart. No, who was I with?
Yeah, you and Derek and me and Juju, the front 9.
No, I thought Derek. What happened? Anyways, I thought Derek ended up going back with Jordan or something.
That's how much you had to drink. You don't even remember.
I was early. I was sober. Because I also had to drive. No, I drove there and I drove back because I drove Brendan, Beard, and Juju.
Yep.
Safely.
You actually played with Brendan. That's the funny part.
I don't think so. Anyways.
No, we didn't play that day.
Anyways.
I had him.
For the record, driving doesn't indicate a level of sobriety.
Oh, I was stone sober.
I'm just
yeah.
That's how people get DUIs. They drink and drive.
So the front 9, we all played whatever. The back 9, we're like, okay, cool. You're not playing with that same person, and we all flipped. So I think that's when Brendan was with Juju, which was fucking riot.
A hell of a time.
I was with Raul. Because, like, duh, I want to chit-chat with Raul about sneakers. Because, duh, it's Raul. And it's one of those things where it's like, I wanted to play with new people. And I wanted to kind of chit-chat with everybody. And it's exactly what Lalo was saying. Like, I don't think I played my best round. I ended up tying with Ralph. And Ralph's like, oh, I played great. And I'm like, well, cool, I must have played great then because we tied. Otherwise, we're both bad. It's one of the two. And that's exactly why we did it, because we didn't. It's like, yeah, it's easy enough to play with Derek for another round, and it's like, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, I love playing with Derek, but like, I also think it'd be cool to play with Raul because I don't know when I'm going to see Raul again, or Brendan, or Juju, or you know who I mean. So that's exactly why we did it that way. Was we wanted to have people interact with other people and just not be as complacent about it. Like, I don't know how I ended up with Raul. I wanted to play with Raul. But I'm like, hey, I'm putting myself in your cart, and away we went. So that was super cool. I don't think I was as crabby that morning as I was that Half Moon Bay morning.
Nothing will ever beat your crabbiness on the way to Half Moon Bay. Like, that was just an all time. It was a thing of beauty.
Have you heard this story, Daniel? Oh God,
that's travel crabby though. That doesn't count.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. It's like, you're stuck in a car and it's early. I get it.
I mean, Troy Byrne's in Wisconsin.
I think you were ready for Troy Byrne though. Like, I don't think you were ready for the Half Moon Bay trip. Like, actually, like the drive.
Okay, I need to hear it now. I need to know what happened.
You better tell him, Brendan, unless he froze.
Yeah, I can tell. So, like, we get up.
It's from your point of view, not mine.
Yeah, so we get up where Derek gets up early. Derek was the early riser in the group. I get up, and Dom's like up in physical form, not in spirit, in physical form. He's
lights are on. Nobody's home.
We get in the car, and it's a good, what would you say? And was it 50 minutes or an hour?
Yeah, it's a good hour from San Jose.
Yeah, so it's a good hour. And like, Derek tried to like include Dom in the conversation, and like he was just like, nope, like legitimately just like shook his head and like literally like put his head against the window. And so then like Derek was like, oh well, I'm driving and I'm tired, so like I need someone to talk to keep me like kind of in sync and awake. So like me and Derek just had a full hour conversation between ourselves. And Dom literally said 5 words.
I'll drink to that.
I think I also
and then he
sat
got a
on
breakfast
the couch.
burrito, and then he got a breakfast burrito in his stomach, and we were all good.
Oh
I
yeah,
also think I sat on. I think I
where
also
was
sat
the
on the
breakfast burrito
couch from Half Bay.
The course?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Phenomenal.
There's
burrito.
Speaking of
really good
courses, go ahead.
There's a really good Mexican restaurant in downtown, the little downtown area there.
Okay.
I was curious if you guys like stopped there and then.
Which
Man,
one?
I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to send it to you guys in the group chat. But I stopped off there one day. Well, the day that I played there, I went there first, and I got a breakfast burrito, and then I went and played.
Yeah,
I
there's
also
a killer
remember-
Italian place called Pasta Moon. I hope it's
Yes.
awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
I also remember waking up that morning and sitting on the couch with like I had like I think I had like pants and like a golf hoodie on, and I remember Brennan being like, "Hey, buddy," and I'm just like, "Ugh."
Again, just like a nope. And I was like, okay.
Guys,
Oh,
we
no.
had the most depressing 19th hole beers because we all got our asses kicked. Actually, I think Derek probably played the best out of all of us.
He did.
I had a good beer.
That's when I was officially introduced to Mr. Brian O'Reilly. And
Yeah.
my God, is that man a beauty.
Oh my god.
Oh, shout out Brian.
Yeah. Where is he at?
He's in Japan.
Japan.
He's still in Japan?
No, he's back home. He was in Japan
Okay.
last week. So
That's
he
right,
and he and his fiance were in Japan visiting
Yeah.
family. So
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude, Brian, like I always tell stories and I'm like, yeah, he and I, dynamic duo, like nothing can top it. And like I don't have any like solid evidence to back it up because the story doesn't quite make sense because he's like, Dom, you got to compete with me. And I'm like, I am so down. Let's go.
I'm sorry,
we went to the
what?
Yeah. Hold on. It's going somewhere. So we're at this bar. And I think at this point, this is like the second or third bar. Cause I think we left the Mexican bar and then I think we drank all the nooners from the Irish bar.
We did. We drank they ran out of high noons.
Yeah. So then I think this is our third bar. And he's like, Tom, you got to compete with me and look at this. I'm like, I'm down. Let's go. So we're going to go pee. And I'm peeing. And he goes, I don't really have to go pee. I just wanted you to come see this. And I'm like, this is weird, but let me pee first. And
But let me see it.
Got a hog. We end up wandering up these stairs. And I shit you not, it's like an opera house. It's like people were like sitting there watching something. And I'm like, whoa, we don't belong here because we are incredibly drunk. And this woman looks at us and goes, no, you don't belong here. And then we go, okay. And then we wander back down the stairs and then out to the bar we go. He's just like, I just had to show somebody. And I'm like, let's do it again.
Yeah. That was pre-Brit. So that had to be the second or third stop. I was just at O'Flaherty's a couple weeks ago after the Sharks game with some
That's
friends.
the spot. Yeah, that's the spot after the Sharks game, O'Flaherty's.
Yeah, because that was before I ran away.
You ran away with the tacos in your pockets?
Yeah. No, I ran away to get the tacos.
Mm.
So I didn't know
like the most.
Was that the night of the shindig? What night was that? Was that before?
Night before.
Ice was hilarious because she goes to like Dom. She's like, if you guys are hungry and want drunk tacos, you have to go to this place. So you really have to go. It's the local place. And we walk by it and Dom just goes, fuck this. We're going to Taco Bell. We just walk right to Taco Bell.
God damn it.
Who said that?
You did.
No. Who said if you're going to get tacos, you got to go?
Patricia Ice.
Oh, no recollection.
Probably.
Yeah, no, she was like, because you were like, I want to, like, you just made the announcement of like, I want tacos. And so I was like, I could eat too. And so Ice goes like, you have to go to this like local spot. It's right down the road. You're fine. And then like a block away was a Taco Bell. And I was like, oh, here's the taco place. And you're like, fuck this, we're going to Taco Bell.
Is that right there on Market
Santa Clara?
First?
I think it's Santa Clara.
It's off of Market or
Yeah, it's right in between San Pedro and First.
Yeah, there you go.
It's right next to what's that fucking bar called? Like Tiki Pizza or some bullshit like that.
Oh, there's a place I think called The Social. They got a new pizza joint that does like Detroit style pizza that I order like once a week.
The Social? Is that the spot that has the bowling alley underneath?
So yeah, it's like right next to that.
Okay.
There's a La Vic, there's a Nick the Greek.
Hold on. Yeah. You were telling me we were near a place with a bowling alley underneath, and we didn't let me throw balls around and I was drunk.
Yeah.
It sounds like you threw balls around enough.
I did.
Dude,
shout out Brian.
Very, very underrated sport, and I want this fucking shit to come to the Bay Area. But that goddamn feather bowling that you do in Minneapolis, oh my God, that is a blast. It's like bocce ball, but different.
So before we get into
is that the bags thing that you were talking about?
No. No.
So it's like bocce ball, and then imagine the edges of the court curved, like almost
it's like a half pipe.
Okay.
Yeah. And so then the ball is not perfectly round. It's made out of wood. It's kind of
like a cheese wheel.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I know. I was there.
Yeah.
And where are the feathers?
In the middle.
That's what you aim at. That's like your it's like a feather, and you try to get your balls to be as close as possible to the feather.
That's what she said.
It's fucking so much fun and addictive. And I was playing that with Derek, and I was like, you know what? I'm ready to start the U.S. Olympic team with you. Let's fucking go. I had probably 17,000 ciders that night, and it was awesome. Feather bowling. You got to look it up. You got to play it. We got to bring it to California.
Let's get a team then.
So before we get into it, the first shindig when I ran away, I thought I told Derek, hey, I'm leaving. Bye. Derek and I were recently talking about this. I just left. I didn't tell Derek anything. We just left.
Yeah, you Irish goodbye hard. You pulled
I did the Minnesota goodbye.
And you know what's crazy? I did all that in Crocs.
Yeah.
Love Crocs. So comfy.
My favorite part about that night, well, first of all, we didn't go to just a Taco Bell. We went to the Taco Bell cantina.
Yeah, so
we got drinks.
I was drinking rum in my slushie. Yeah. Beautiful night. Yeah, and then I ran back with a taco in my pocket. Beautiful night. My favorite part about that night is you can, like, as we were taking pictures, you can look back and you can go, Dom's kind of there. He's kind of there. And then you get to like one picture and you're like, Dom's gone.
And then for real, he's gone. Photos.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Derek's like, where's Dom? And nobody knew where I was.
He's gone.
That was the weirdest parting of the ways. We were like partying, and then we all ended up outside, and then everybody's gone. Luke. Yeah, Luke was just like, didn't I call you? Like, hey, where'd you guys go? And Luke's still here, and he's at the Airbnb.
We told Luke, hey, we're going back to the Airbnb. We're calling an Uber. It'll be here in this amount of time. You can come with us if you want. And he goes, no. I'm okay. I'll hang out. And then all of a sudden we get a call. And he's like, where are you guys? And Derek's like, we're in the Uber. He's like, what Uber? And we're like, the Uber we told you about. What do you mean? And he goes, oh, is it too late? I'm like, and Derek's like,
we're at the house.
Yeah.
we were at the house.
We were at the house. And he goes, oh, well, I'll just hop in an Uber. And I was like, okay, see you later. And then he pulls up and he's like, sup, boys, we drinking? As I'm eating my pocket taco, just going to town. And I'm like, no, we're going to go to bed. But yeah, that feather bowling, crazy.
I'm pretty sure that he's gone through like SEER training, so you could leave him anywhere and he'll be okay.
Oh yeah,
he'll be fine.
I loved his Instagram story when I knew his plane was landing, and his Instagram story was just him with a duffel bag on the ground, and he was like, "I'm in San Jose." I'm like, that's quintessential like Luke right there in a nutshell. Just duffel bag on the fucking ground, golf clubs, who cares? Don't even need them. And he's like, in San Jose. And I'm like, this guy could probably just travel the world with one backpack and be perfectly fine.
So he was texting me while we were playing Half Moon Bay, because that's when he landed while we were playing. He's texting me. He's like, hey, like, how do you get in the house? I'm like, oh, yeah, here. There's a little lock. Here's the code. It'll let you right in. He goes, okay, cool. Like, yeah, just let me know when you get there. That way it's like, I know that you made it and everything. And he goes, okay, cool. I made it. I'm inside. I'm like, sweet. We're on hold, whatever. We'll be back in like a few hours. He goes, okay, cool. I'll see you when you get here. So we pull up and we open the door and we're like looking around and we're like, where the hell is Luke? And I finally look outside on the patio, sunglasses, bare feet, sitting there with the biggest smirk on his face. I'm like, that's that man. That's Luke. And we open the fridge and it's full of like Costco branded seltzers.
Yeah.
And we're like, how did you get these? He's like, bro, I walked to Costco. And I'm like, what do you mean you walked to Costco? He's like, well, I had free time and I wanted some drinks. So I walked to Costco. I don't know how far Costco is from our Airbnb, but
Where'd
he
you guys
did
stay?
that. San Jose.
You guys were in San Jose?
We found out we were in the
not
ghetto
too far
part.
off of like Monterey Highway and Kirtner area.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's a Costco down there. Yeah.
Is
By
there?
Communications Hill.
Yeah. Okay.
Or before that.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes, bro, I
It's still a bit of a
walked to
walk.
Costco and then carried them back. We left so much alcohol in that house that we messaged the Airbnb owner and we're like, hey, and we're like, we're so sorry. We got 5 stars.
Yeah. I mean,
So much
disappointed you guys left so much beer. You guys should have really made it an emphasis to fucking finish that shit. It's like, all right, boys, last day of the trip. This is the homework. No one leaves until we finish at least 90% of this, dude.
Oh God, we wouldn't have made our flight.
I gotta tell you my favorite Luke story was when he blasted that Wilson Dyna driver.
The shoreline.
That ball still hasn't come down. It's up there in space somewhere.
So Luke won the putting, or no, Juju won the putting contest. And Luke wanted to give the driver to his dad or something like that. So Juju gave Luke the driver to give to Luke's dad. And Luke, to celebrate, tees up a ball on the hill and it was like a gunshot went off. He smoked that ball that I was like, what the fuck just happened? And we're all looking around and he's like, oh, just like pumped. That ball is still flying to this day. I've never seen somebody nuke a golf ball like that man did.
Right there, right in front of the clubhouse. Like it's not even on the golf course. You just tees it up right next to the practice green.
Yeah.
And then blast it right at the amphitheater. And I was like, I don't even know if the people have moved out of the way. He's just teeing it up and like letting it fly. And that was quite the drive. That was like the icing on the cake for the first shindig.
Yeah, that was the wildest thing I've seen. He should really be in those long drive competitions.
I mean, to be fair, like I was very cool with it because Shoreline was not the nicest people to us that day. So I was like, dude, like if you want to aim at the head pro, you can also do that. But like,
yeah, you're right. That was kind of rough there.
What a not no one's fault, not our, especially not Jordan.
Well, I mean, it was somebody's fault.
It was the fault.
Yeah. Somebody's definitely at fault. Yeah. Not everybody gets to just fucking clean their hands on this one because
man, we
played
had
like a 6.5 hour round, bro.
Yeah, longest round ever.
Oh my god.
Well,
remember the 5 group backup?
Oh my god, yeah.
Dude, I was double fisting big boy Modelo's and I got called over. And I'm like, who the hell is calling my name? And as I've got 2 big cans of Modelo's. And it's Ralph and Raul, of course. They're like, bro, we come. And they're like, how many of those have you had? I'm like, I think this is 6, this is 7. And they're like, what? And they're like, I was like, yeah, like I don't have any water anymore. So I've just been drinking to like stay hydrated as one does, right? And they're like, holy shit, you're coming to the carne asada next time. And I'm like, yeah. And then I asked some big Mexican dude if I was white or if I was too white to wear the shirt he was wearing. He'd like step off the tee and laugh his ass off. And I was like, cool, I'm not going to get hit. I don't know who that guy was, but he had a sweet shirt on.
Was it Don? Was it Hop Don?
No, it was not hopped on.
Okay.
Was it the dude that had it was like a polo that looked like a sarape?
Like an orange Aztec.
Yeah,
shirt.
it looked like a sarape.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Sick shirt.
It was pretty cool. I liked it.
I think I remember seeing him before we teed off, like, and amongst all the group of people there.
No, that was a sweet shirt. And I was like, bro, am I too late to wear this? And he like steps off, laughs. He goes, no, bro, I think you're okay. I was like, sweet. But nobody mentions that we put Luke in the bunk bed above Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
And Luke's a big man compared to Brian. And we put them on bunk beds because I was like, that's funny. Like, that is going to be funny because Brendan got his own bed because he got there first. I had my own room. Derek had his own room, obviously. And we're like, oh, there's bunk beds. Sick. Brian can sleep on the bottom and Luke can sleep up top. And Luke hops down naked. And we just hear a big, like, thud. And we just hear Brian go, what?
He said, that's my face.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
And I was like, it's just pure gold. That, and because it's Pride Month, Luke kept being like, fuck it, let's bring a dude home. and he goes, it's Pride Month. We can't discriminate. I'm like, yeah, but you're married with like a daughter. And he goes, she doesn't have to know. We're on vacation.
Oh, man. What a time. What a time.
What a guy.
I had basically a front row seat to that. It was lovely because they had to come through my room.
I know.
Well,
there was a weird setup in that house.
The joke for a long time in that group chat was that Brian was packing a full-on unit.
Oh, we don't. Yeah, no, we can't. He gets embarrassed now. We can't talk about it anymore. Dude, this is ridiculous. By God. Anyways,
ridiculous.
It is. It's.
Feel bad for his fiance.
Makes me feel terrible. Anyways, boys, I'm on East Coast, so I have to log off. But you guys, please stay on and keep talking about Brian's wiener.
Enjoy Harbortown. Are you playing that tomorrow?
I am playing Harbortown tomorrow.
Oh,
That's
damn!
Send us
a picture of the lighthouse, please.
I will send the picture of the lighthouse. I did switch out head covers because I felt like we can't have the Harbortown Lighthouse head cover at Harbortown, actually, because I'll get ruthlessly made fun of. So yes, I was like, okay, well, we'll put the Golden Retriever one back on for this one. So, are
they known for like a Harbortown special cocktail?
No, they're known for the lighthouse.
They don't really have like a special cocktail, I would say. I mean, like their transfusions are really good, but again, like it's a golf course, so every transfusion is good. Yeah. They're one of the original people that started doing the cran fusions, though. So they were one of the first times I've ever had that, which I like cranberry juice instead of grape juice already. So I'm like, yeah, we're doing that.
Oh no, grape juice is way better. The hell are you talking about?
I'm a big cranberry juice guy because I get on my period. It happens. But yeah, no. So they don't really have like in the clubhouse itself, like they do like a special old fashioned, but I feel like every golf course now does that, right? Because it's like, oh, what can we charge for $25? And people will still get it.
Exactly.
So ain't charging me shit because I bring all my fucking drinks to the club. You already took my green tea, motherfucker. You
so we walk it too because we we take like push carts and stuff because it's cart path only 24/7 because they want to keep it at like a special quality. So it's like, fuck it. Like I don't want to go cart path, walk out to my ball, go back. So like we just take push carts and we just walk. It's awesome. It's great.
Do you have a tartan jacket?
Huh?
Do you have a tartan jacket?
I don't, but I have a tartan shirt, but I'm not going to wear it. Okay. Another thing I would get ruthlessly made fun of for. All right, boys. As always, it was an absolute pleasure. Love you guys. Talk soon. And we'll try not to have. We'll try and keep it reasonable tomorrow, but no promises for you guys.
There you go.
All right. See you, boys.
All right, bro.
Happy Thanksgiving
tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Go low.
That man's
what's going on with Operation Baby Drop right now.
Somebody check in on Greg.
Should we check in on Greg?
Mr.
So for the listeners,
needs to be a part of this pod.
Yeah. So
Even
for the
if he's
listeners,
stuck in a hospital.
Greg from the Pinehurst 6 is currently in labor. By Greg, I mean his wife.
Soon to be Pinehurst 7.
Well, if that baby ever comes out,
right?
Where's Greg?
It's going.
This podcast is also sponsored by Hims.
Should we call him?
What time was he setting the betting line tomorrow? 8:30.
I think he said 8 something. Yeah. Let me look.
Hold on, I'm already open. It's
okay. The over under.
Where the hell is it? 8:29.3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow morning.
All right, Beard. What are you taking?
Oh boy. So when was her epidural?
She already got it.
Yeah.
What time was that?
I don't know. I was busy making my mac and cheese.
Let me look.
Saw that.
Dude, it was good. It was good mac and cheese.
I'm gonna go 11:20 a.m. Pacific, which is 2:20 p.m.
Damn it. You're right about what I was gonna say.
11:20 a.m. Pacific.
I think that baby shoots out of her tonight.
What's the prize?
I got the morning, bro. I say 3 a.m.
God damn it, Greg. What is the prize?
Should we call Greg?
He's not going to.
Better be season tickets to the Reds, even though none of us live near where the Reds play.
Oh, he'll answer.
There's no way. She's in labor. He's not answering.
His phone is off. He's in the room.
It's ringing.
So he said the epidural was around 5 p.m. Our time, p.m.
That baby is being had within the next 4 hours, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 4 right now on the West
What's
Coast.
the over under that he answers?
Oh,
not answering.
He's not answering.
What time's it out there? 10:45. He's probably curled up in a ball in some uncomfortable chair, wooden desk chair.
I'm gonna go.
It was half a blanket. His feet are sticking out from the end. Socks are on.
No,
I don't know.
Socks are definitely out. He's got the grippers out, and
I don't know. Yeah. It was snowing in Cleveland during that Cleveland-Pittsburgh game. I think
but he's not near Cleveland though.
I'm going 11:15 tonight. If she had epidural around
45 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm saying like 11 our time right now.
Oh, our time.
So she's still got a ton of time.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know his wife's name?
No,
but I know she does charcuterie.
Yes,
she does.
She does the charcuterie boards.
Charcuterie boards, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to get her to make some for the next shindig.
Ooh,
charcuterie boards.
And then I'll have my sister send out like the loaves of the sourdough bread.
Oh, please.
Please. Little Lunchables. It's close to it. That's as close as I get to it. Little Lunchables.
That's basically what it is. Yeah.
That's what they are. They're just not on a tray. Yeah.
No, it is good. My sister-in-law makes them every time we go, like when there's like functions at my parents' house. And it's like, it's all fancy little. No, charcuterie boards. The charcuterie board, bro. Although I wouldn't mind if I show up and there's just a bunch of little individual Lunchables. I'm like, ooh.
What's your favorite kind of Lunchable?
I like the one that's got the turkey and the cheddar, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a classic.
Turkey and cheddar. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. And my least favorite one, obviously, that's my least favorite one, bro.
Oh yeah, same. I can't hang with the pizza.
It reminds me of an MRE.
I mean, I'll fuck it up. Don't get me wrong, but
I don't know the last time I had a Lunchable. That could be like a really good like golf course. Like you sneak it in on the golf course.
Yeah,
I don't gotta sneak those in. Eh?
They have some really
definitely not paying for one there.
No, I mean they're not gonna kick you out if you have a Lunchable.
Let me show you. Let me show you the ones that my son likes.
Oh God, he's got a Lunchable. It's definitely just straight up whiskey and cigars.
Bay Area dad life things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true.
All right, check this out.
He's got prosciutto, doesn't he?
Ooh,
Is that the Dunkaroos?
Yeah.
Dunkables.
Oh, the Dunkables. I've never had those.
Oh, is that the little sticks with the little chocolate thingies?
Yeah, it's a pretzel stick with
Yeah.
chocolate and peanut butter. So good.
Yeah. We don't keep any of that shit in my pantry, unfortunately, bro. Sucks for my daughter.
Yeah.
Because whenever we buy that shit, we have like no self-control. None of us. My wife, daughter, or me. Like we'll go through that pantry the first day and like
The
it's
first
all
day,
gone. Yeah.
Okay.
So we just don't buy that shit.
I got a question. Seeing it's a Thanksgiving kind of pod. If you're playing golf the day after Thanksgiving, and you were allowed to bring one Thanksgiving item, food related, to the golf course to grub on, what is it?
Good question.
So I have two answers.
Yeah.
So
Good question, man.
Go.
If I'm doing it my way, I'm doing like a sandwich with like everything on it. You know what I mean?
Your style.
I feel like that's a cheat code though. You just threw everything in there.
Well, right. So like if I'm doing it the legit way, just give me a big thing of mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes in your bag.
Yeah. Just give me a big old thing of mashed potatoes.
Even if
Yeah,
it's cold.
you're just putting a pile of mashed potatoes in your golf bag, and you're just
Well,
like, hey,
ideally they're in
mashed
like
potato time.
Yeah, like ideally they're like in a bowl or something, but
Does that include gravy? Are you bringing gravy with you?
Yeah, I'm mixing it in with the mashed potatoes.
He's taking
like in
those
a fanny pack. Like I
he's
got a
taking
fanny
those
pack
driver
of gravy.
sticks that you could pump alcohol in, but instead he's pumping fucking gravy out of them. The ace,
Dude, that'd
the
be
ace
sick.
Yeah.
That'd be
Right.
ooh, we're on to
Mashed
something.
potatoes? Yeah, I think so.
Because
So we gotta-
you kind of
we
beat
gotta
me to the
imagine-
punch.
We got to imagine what we're taking and how we're actually going to eat it cold out of the fucking bag, right?
Yeah.
All right. Fuck. I mean,
So Dom kind of got me on the sandwich thing because I was going to say the easiest way to get the most bang for your buck, and it's like easy to carry or move with would be the sandwich, right?
Mm.
But then I was like, well, if I only get one, then I'm going to do like a mac and cheese sandwich where I would just put a bunch of mac in the bread, right? And sort of make a sandwich out of it.
but actually, your bread's going to get all soggy, bro. It's going to be nasty.
Well, I mean, if we're only doing one thing, just give me like a loaf of bread and I'll be thrilled with my life.
I was going to take biscuits, bro. Just a bunch of biscuits.
Yeah,
in my
biscuits.
just give me a bag of bread and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I just thought of something. What if you took what if you took like a flour tortilla with like a little thin layer of mashed potatoes, thin layer of stuffing, turkey, a little bit of gravy for moisture, and you wrapped it up like a little flour tortilla roll up, and you
Like
can
a
shove
taquito.
like 7-8 of those in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah. Well, so the other thing I was going to say too is because my family we do a traditional Thanksgiving, but we also do non-traditional stuff, right? So we have a lot of Mexican food. So the easiest transport wise, tamales. That's easy, right? That's easy to transport, easy to eat on the go.
Just fucking take them and
Let me ask you
wrap 'em.
this.
God,
they're
like God's gift to earth.
Do you do like leftover turkey, like shred it up and then do like maybe like a green sauce with it and put it in a tamale?
My dad's done burritos with them like the day after.
Yeah.
Like a
Burritos,
chicken burrito.
Yep.
Just a big ass wet burrito full of turkey.
Yep. We'll do
It's
that
all
too.
right. But it'd be better if it had pork. But
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
you gotta
We're
do it with
not
turkey.
doing a turkey this year.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I don't. Wow, we got in like a little family chat. We're like, we're doing a turkey, and I was just like, nah. And everyone else is like,
No, fat.
okay.
You know, one of my favorite things for Thanksgiving, bro, the day after, like the ham that's left over.
So we're doing a
And
ham.
you just make you dice it up, some serrano, some tomato, cebolla with egg, and you make some breakfast burritos.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking best, dude.
Yeah.
So what you
That
do
breakfast-
is you
that breakfast
take
burrito.
the ham, you take the ham, you fry it up, and then you make a potato pancake out of it. So you throw the leftover mashed potatoes on there, fry those up. God, I'm white.
You asking me?
No. I'm saying like just do it. Like that's what you could do. You fry it up, you throw the mashed potatoes on it for like potato pancake. and you put eggs and cheese on it, good to go.
Yeah. This is a little off topic, but because Dom brought up the potato thing, you guys fuck with pierogies?
Yes.
I had some last week.
Man,
I don't even know what that is, bro.
I love pierogies.
What is that? What even is that?
So
it's like a potato dumpling.
Yeah. So it's like a noodle type wrapper thing.
Okay.
But then like I had some from Kramarczek's. Shout out Kramarczek. They follow the pod. Super cool. Beard's been there. Phenomenal. That's for those who don't know, it's a Ukrainian deli in Minneapolis. Phenomenal food. I love their Reuben. It was so good. Ralph. So we're in line. Raul goes, bro, what do you get? I'm like, oh, I'm getting a Reuben. He goes, that's so white. I'm gonna get one too. So then Ralph, Raul, and myself all get Reubens, and Ralph demolishes his. He was like, bro, that was really fucking good. I was like, dude, you ate that faster than I've ever seen. He was like, hold on, I'll be right back. I think he went to the bathroom and he comes back with a pastrami sandwich. And I was like, good God. And then he eats that whole thing. And they're not little sandwiches. They're big.
No.
And then he goes, oh, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm like, okay, this time he's definitely gonna like poop or something. Comes out with cake. And I'm like, what in the where does he put it? Dude ate the whole thing. And I was like, wow. God, you were my hero, Ralph. But a pierogi, it's like a noodle thing stuffed with potatoes or other things. So I had some from Kramarczek's. I had a DoorDash. I had a Reuben sandwich, mushroom soup, and then I got a sauerkraut pierogi, and then a cheese and potato pierogi with a horseradish sour cream dipping sauce. And they do the pierogies a little extra well done, so like kind of crispy. Oh my God.
I fuck with those.
That's amazing.
It's one of the most slept on like pulled pork sandwiches. When you think like pulled pork, you think like barbecue.
Yeah.
They do something a little bit different there. It's definitely smoked. I'm like, damn, this is like a fucking world-class pulled pork sandwich. And we tried their potato and cheese pierogies. Killer. And then I think Juju, she eats like a bird, so she like pecks at it. But she got, I think it was Dom would know. Is it like an Oreo cheesecake that she got or somebody got? Anyways, that thing, I'm not a big fan of.
I remember somebody got a carrot cake.
I think that was Ralph.
Oh, yeah, because Ralph ate it all.
It was impressive. That man could put down.
Ralph. I love Ralph. But I'm like, where you put it all? He goes, bro, he used to be fat. I'm like, that's right. I don't remember what you guys had, but I looked at it and I'm like, that looks good. And you're like, do you want it? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, I was so full.
I gotta get going too soon, fellas. I gotta get ready for my soccer game, man.
You do. No, you gotta get ready for both games.
That's the mentality right there.
You're winning
the semifinal and going to the final, man.
There you go.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah,
do you play at the indoor place?
Yeah, at the Plex right there off of Hellier.
Oh, I was thinking, do they still have Off the Wall in Santa Clara off of Lafayette?
No, they closed. I used to play there back in the day. We used to have a team there, but yeah, they closed that place down a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so I play 101 off of Hellier.
Yeah, over in that Silver Creek Sportsplex.
Silver Creek Sportsplex.
They still got the High Five pizza over there?
No, they took it. They still have food, but it's not High Five, bro. No. It sucks because High Five used to be smacking there.
Yeah.
But they have like a cornhole league too, man. I go and there's like guys playing cornhole on the side. They got this big, like 100 and something inch TV. It's tight.
As the resident Minnesotan, it is not called cornhole. It is bags.
It is
bags. And I will die on that hill. It is bags.
We'll talk about it.
We'll go put a cross on that hill for you. It's called cornhole over here, bro. You can call it bags over there. It's cornhole
bags.
Here.
BAGS bags.
Bags.
I mean, that does sound cooler. It sounds less Diddy-ish. I'll give you that.
No Diddy.
But hey, fellas, thank you for setting this up, Dom. It was fun to jump on here with you guys, all of you. Thankful for this year, man. This year's been a good year. Just in terms of meeting people. Thankful that Ralph added me to the group chat with you guys, and we were able to click, like vibe with everybody in there. So thankful for that. Thankful for health, being pretty healthy. I think I've got no scientific data to back this up because like every true Mexican, I don't go to the doctor, but I feel pretty fucking healthy, bro. I mean, I don't know. Danny's seen me a couple of times. I look pretty healthy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's good enough for a doctor to me, man.
Yeah.
My friends think I look healthy, so hey, I must be healthy, But no, man, it's been a great year. Just having Nueve Golf, it's just kind of allowed me to meet new people, and that's kind of really one of the reasons why I did it. I mean, those of you who know me, I'm a real social guy. I like meeting new people, making friends, and I feel like I could click and vibe with most people. I don't look for any one specific person to like be like, okay, that person is just like me, so like we're gonna vibe. Like, no, I realize that everyone's different, and everyone's beautiful in their own unique way, bro. And I like that shit. My group of friends, they're just all over the place. Just like people who look at them and see me, they're like, damn, bro, your friend's all over the place. But it's a beautiful mess, you know what I mean? So thankful for that. Thankful for all you guys. Can't wait to hopefully play more rounds with some of you and play with some of you for the first time. And it'd be nice. Looking forward to next year down Southern LA, Southern Cal for that tournament. Should be dope, man.
Yeah, no, we're excited. We're working on a few things. We've got some cool local brands signed on already. We got Jonathan with Back Nine Bullies. We're working on doing like first tee walk up songs.
Oh yeah.
And that would be brought to you by Back Nine Bullies, assuming the course lets us do that. Jonathan's already been great. We're working on doing a collab shirt with him as well.
Nice.
We've also got my friends Chaz and Jess are interested in. We're working on getting grips on the go.
Okay.
So basically, what it would look like if it happens, Lalo, you're like, damn, my 52 or whatever you've been practicing with, you're like, damn, grip's kind of rough. You take it to the shindig, you give it your grips on the go, cut it off, put a new one on, boom, you're good to go, free of charge.
Oof,
sick.
I like that.
That's the goal. So like that's the vision.
Man. Shout out John, bro. Fucking that's my dog, man. I love that guy.
I love John.
Back Nine Bullies. Yeah. He's a cool ass cat, man. He's someone I reach out to a lot, and he's always there if I have any questions for him, business related or just personal. Cool ass guy, man. So
yeah, he responds. He responds right away, and
yeah,
we were like, hey, like we had this idea for a shirt, and he's like, dude, we're doing it. Like let's start sketching. And I'm like, I can't draw, but like I could draw a mean stick person if you need me to. So like we're working on doing a handful of things, but obviously we've got to put the flyer and everything together. So that should be I guess it is late November, like mid-December is what we're hoping for.
Well, with that being said, boys, good night. Peace out. Everyone listening. Thank y'all for listening. Love y'all. Peace out, man.
Te la lavas. Good luck tonight, man.
Te guardo la
love, homie.
Peace out, fellas.
Later.
Oh, damn. It's still on. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I should have told him I'm learning Spanish, and then he could teach me all the bad words.
Yes. I'm not going to tell you what I said to him as he was logging off or what he responded.
Did I say that right? Putu madre?
It's close enough.
All the time at work. Yeah. Escuchan, por favor. Putu madre. I can't roll my R's though. The other problem though is I also have to pee so bad that my teeth are floating. So I think I'm going to call it a night too.
What?
You ever heard that?
No, that's a good one.
Gotta pee so bad my teeth are floating. I blame the whiskey.
There you go.
This is not bad though.
Yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna have to try it.
Crown Royal Blackberry. It's not even mine. It was just in our cabinet.
Dad brought home the whatever that brand is, but the salted caramel.
Okay.
It's got a nice little
Crown.
sweet aftertaste.
Yeah.
Crown Royal.
Yeah, Crown. Yeah, I've got Crown Peach. Let's go to lemonade.
Haven't had that either.
Ooh, it'll fuck you up.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Well,
I salute you. I salute the shindig, the Bay Days, the whatever, the
And the
adventures,
Giants.
the adventures that haven't started that are for sure to come in 2025 and beyond. God bless you all.
hell yeah.
Much love, amigos. And it'd be nice to see Derek's sweet face here, but I understand he's busy.
I don't even know if he's busy.
He just
Where's Jordan?
didn't
Oh,
show
Jordan's
up.
sleeping. Jordan, let me see.
Jordan's getting ready to wake up.
2 hours.
Yeah, it's like
He's
6
9
a.m.
hours, so that's 8, 4, that's 5. Yeah.
It's like
give
6
him a
a.m.
couple
in
more.
Germany.
Yeah. But yeah, if you ever need to fill in, just shoot the shit. You know where to find me.
Oh, I know.
And I'll get wheels.
Oh yeah, we need
Bullshit.
wheels on here.
I will get wheels.
I sent him the picture of my Mizuno stuff.
I saw him on whatever day that was. Whenever we play golf. And he's like, that shit is fucking sick. And like he meant it. The Wheels on Tour putter cover.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, this is meant for you. He's like, it's $80. I'm like, it's $80 well spent, brother. You know?
Yeah, next time I get a Mizuno code, I'll have to ask him before I just order.
He's on a putting hot streak. Stay tuned for my reels in the future. I got a shit ton of drafts I've started. This man is putting like a goddamn wizard.
Did you
Don't
ever
forget to
give,
like and subscribe.
did you give him the bag?
He has that. I have
Okay,
that
good.
in my office. I have
Well,
all my pens in there.
Yeah, I know. So do I.
Yeah. That's a sick ass little staff bag though. I love how miniature it is.
If it's a beer can.
Oh man.
Yeah. I think I put a couple Red Bulls in mine.
All right, guys. We should probably call it before beard teeth float.
I'm already going. You have no idea. You can't see.
He carried us to the bathroom.
He took us with him.
No.
Go Giants. Go Giants. Go Cardinals. Go Twins. Go Wild. Go Sharks. Who else?
We're not gonna
bring up the Niners.
Let's not talk about it right now.
Yeah.
Or Boston, because the Penguins or no.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Just go balls out always.
Always.
And that's how we're signing off.
Peace, brothers.